Die wêreld se mees modieuse hotel is net hier in Kaapstad. Villa Zest, 'n boetiekhotel in Groenpunt, is pas deur die internasionale webwerf TripAdvisor met die titel bekroon. 'n Mens hoef net by die voordeur in te loer om te verstaan waarom die onderneming, met sy dekor uit die 70er jare, ander kandidate van Parys, New York, Berlyn en Praag in die kompetisie kon uitstof. Die ingangsportaal bevat 'n verskeidenheid uitvindsels uit die 70s, 'n persoonlike projek van die eienaar.
Well, first of all, as you can see in the whole hallway, which represents an object art gallery, is that we have a collection of various consumer electronics, actually representing the hottest consumer electronics of the 70s, the trendiest. And if we start here, this first version of this came out in about 72, 73, and as you can see from its shape, it actually received the name handbag phone or donut phone. This is one of my favorites because it's quite quirky. This is an 8-track player, and this particular model was called the TNT detonator because literally to change the track, so you didn't have to listen to the same music, was actually quite advanced. You push the lever down and it would switch and go to the next track. Another 8-track player with a kind of playful name is the Swiss cheese 8-track player, which you can see basically through the halls. It actually looks a little bit like if you cut a Swiss cheese in half. These are some of my favorite items because they represent the iPod of yesteryears. These items are both AM radios. The bottom one, the Panapet, was actually people hooked it into their jeans, and they literally bopped around with it and listened to music. And the top item, so we have the Panapet here, which came in various different colors, and then we have the top one here, which is my pride and joy. That's a Toodaloo, and it was a wrist radio. So you open it up, you put your wrist through, and then you closed it. And what's interesting about the Toodaloo is that it's on permanent display at the New York Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art. So I think that makes it quite unique, and it's quite funky. And I think if one looks at the detail of the dials, it says it all.
Kevin voel egter sterk daaroor. Om modieus te wees gaan oor meer as net styl. Persoonlike diens met aandag aan die fynere besonderhede is 'n belangrike bestanddeel van Villa Zest se suksesresep.
Now, I definitely think, obviously, the aesthetics does play an important role. Another important aspect, I feel, is the service aspect and the fact that people more and more want their individual needs attended to. And I think that is especially true in the context of today's day and age, where everybody's instant messaging or emailing, SMSing, and where there's kind of a mechanical interaction, but not a personal interaction. And I think that's especially what a boutique hotel, say a classic boutique hotel as the Villa Zest is, with 15 rooms or less, can offer.